Your entire life is a lie, not metaphorically, literally. Every single thing happening to you right now was created in your mind before it appeared in your world. That fight with your partner, the job you hate, the money problems, you unconsciously built them brick by brick with one tiny phrase, I am. Because when you say, I am stressed, you're not describing reality, you're writing the script for it. Most people spend decades stuck in loops of failure without realizing they're the directors of their own nightmare. But here's the gut punch. You're doing this to yourself every single day through autopilot thoughts most never question. The difference between millionaires and broke people isn't luck or talent. It's that one group keeps whispering poison into reality's ear, while the other commands miracles into existence. Your mind is a 3D printer for circumstances, and right now you might be accidentally printing struggle. Every I can't is a self-sabotage spell. Every this always happens to me is a curse you renew daily. The terrifying truth, you'll keep living the same year on repeat until you change what follows those two dangerous words. But the flip side, absolute power. Because once you realize, I am, is God mode for reality creation, nothing will ever be the same. Here's the section for your viral manifesting script, crafted to pull viewers deeper with micro reveals, pattern interrupts, and irresistible forward momentum. Most people get manifestation backward. They think it's about something, but that's the fastest way to guarantee it shows up. Wanting is lack in disguise. If you're still wishing, begging, or waiting, you're subconsciously reinforcing the of what you desire. The real shift happens when you stop chasing and start. The moment you drop into the state where your desire is already true, not hopeful, not someday. Here, that's where it gets unsettling. Your brain is wired to reject this. Every logical thought, every past failure, every doubting friend screams, that's not how reality works. And that's exactly why most people stay stuck. They let their old programming override the only rule that matters. The job, the money, the relationship, they're already here, just waiting for your mind to sync up. Think about the last time something amazing happened out of nowhere. A surprise check, a random opportunity, a person who showed up at the perfect time. That wasn't luck. That was your subconscious finally catching up to a belief you'd already claimed, even if you didn't realize it. The problem. Most people do this. They let doubt and fear steer the ship, then wonder why their life looks like a chaotic storm. But here's the twist. Your mind can't tell the difference between a vividly felt assumption and a real experience. That's the secret the elite won't tell you. When you from the end, not just visualize it, but your nervous system starts rearranging reality to match. Every conversation, every decision, every unnoticed opportunity bends toward that assumption. Most quit too soon because they don't see instant results. But the universe doesn't work on your impatience. It works on your, and this is where things get really interesting, because most people are sabotaging their manifestations without realizing it. There's one silent killer that's probably undermining everything you're trying to create. In the next few minutes, you'll see exactly how to dismantle it, and what to replace it with so reality has no choice but to obey. This section of tension, exposing the hidden flaws in common manifesting approaches while teasing the deeper revelation ahead. Every sentence is designed to make the viewer lean in, question their assumptions, and crave the next piece of the puzzle. Word count. On the nose. Let me know if you'd like any refinements. Here's your section, designed to escalate curiosity while exposing the hidden traps that sabotage manifestation. Most people assume their biggest obstacle is, but that's the exact thought keeping them stuck. The real enemy isn't effort. It's your brain is a prediction machine wired to recreate what's familiar, not what's possible. Every past failure, every setback, every that's just how life is, belief gets etched into your nervous system like grooves on a record. And unless you disrupt the track, it keeps playing the same song on loop. Think about the last time you tried to manifest something new. Excitement at first, right, then silence. No movement, doubt creeps in. That's not the universe ignoring you. That's your subconscious, the new assumption, because it doesn't match the old data. You're not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on to override the past. Here's where it gets wild. That trauma from 5 years ago. That insecurity you rehearse daily. They're just your mind mistakes for truth. But when you feed it a new story, one so vivid it real, your subconscious has no choice but to obey. The problem, most people never push past the critical 72-hour window where doubt tries to reset the old program. There's a reason elite athletes visualize wins in slow motion. Why billionaires rehearse deals before they happen. They're not positive thinking. They're. But here's the catch. If you're still checking for external validation, is it working? Did I do it right? You've already lost. The second you look for proof, you're telling your brain he is still in charge. The silent killer no one talks about. That split-second flinch when someone asks about your dreams. The subconscious sigh when you check your bank account. Each one is a command to your nervous system. You don't manifest fear, you manifest it. The moment you stop reacting to the old story, the new one has room to materialize. But here's what changes everything. Your brain doesn't need years to rewire. It needs moments so undeniable, so emotionally charged. It crumbles the old program like wet paper. And in the next section, you'll learn exactly how to create that moment on demand. This section escalates tension by 1. Memory versus imagination. 2. 72-hour window. 3. Micro resistances. 4. Next section, hook, word count, exact. Let me know if you'd like any refinements to pacing or intensity. Here's section where the impossible becomes obvious. You've been looking for signs, waiting for permission, begging the universe for proof. But the secret isn't out there. It's in the way your body reacts, your mind even thinks. That flutter in your chest when you imagine your dream life, that's not excitement. It's resistance. Your nervous system's way of saying, and every time you let that feeling steer, you're voting for the old story. Here's the twist. Manifestation isn't about changing your future. It's about it so thoroughly, your body can't tell the difference between imagination and memory. Think about muscle memory, when a pianist plays without thinking, or a dancer moves without counting steps. That's the level of repetition your desires need. Not affirmations muttered half-heartedly, but so deep doubt can't find a seat at the table. Try this right now. Recall a memory where you felt unstoppable. A win, a kiss, a moment of pure confidence. Feel how your posture shifts, how your breath changes. That's your subconscious, it is truth. Now, here's the breakthrough. Your brain doesn't care if that memory happened yesterday, or if it wires both as equally real. This is why billionaires visualize deals before they happen. Why athletes close their eyes in the win first. They're not hoping. They're the moment your imagination triggers the same chemical response as a real experience. Your subconscious has no choice but to match your outer world to the new data. The barrier was never the universe ignoring you. It was your body stuck on autopilot, replaying old signals. Now you know, manifestation isn't magic. And in the next section, you'll learn the exact sequence to hack it faster than you believe possible. Let's make this real. You know that moment when you're about to check your bank account and your stomach knots up, or when someone asks, "How's work?" and you instantly sigh. Those aren't just reactions, they're scripts, and you've been rehearsing them on loop. Time to rewrite the scene. Start with your body. Right now, slump your shoulders and whisper, "I'm so tired." Feel that. Now stand up straight, throw your arms wide, and laugh like you just got the best news of your life. The shift. Your body doesn't know the difference, it just obeys the command. So when you catch yourself dragging through the grocery store muttering, "I'm broke," stop. Literally pause mid-aisle. Touch an item you buy if money were no object and say, "I love how easy it is for me to have this." The cashier might side-eye you, but your nervous system will log it as fact. Here's the hack. Assign old triggers new meanings. Your phone pings with a bill reminder. Instead of the usual panic, grin and say, "Thanks for reminding me how much money flows to me." X's name pops up on social media. Cool, another chance to prove I'm unshakable. You're not lying, you're rehearsing the future until it's as familiar as your morning coffee. Tonight, try this. Set your alarm for 3 a.m. When it goes off, don't check your phone or groan. Sit straight up and declare, "I'm exactly where I need to be." Why 3 a.m.? Because that's when your subconscious is wide awake, and it'll stamp that message like a notary public. Do this for 3 nights, and watch how your random thoughts start bending. The magic happens in the mundane. Next time someone cuts you off in traffic, scream, "I love being first." They'll think you're insane, but your brain will file it under truth. When your boss gives you last-minute work, whisper, "I'm the kind of person who gets paid for breathing." These aren't affirmations, their system overrides. Your turn, comment 1. "I am," lie you've been telling that you're retiring today. Mine was, "I'm bad at mornings. Turns out, I just needed to stop saying it." The moment you type it, you've already begun dissolving it. Now go drag your new identity into reality like it's overdue luggage. Here's the advanced implementation section that builds upon the foundation while introducing fresh, actionable insights. Let's upgrade your manifesting from theory to muscle memory. The secret isn't just thinking like your future self, it's you ever doubted. When I first manifested my dream apartment, the breakthrough came when I stopped checking for signs and started noticing how natural it felt to grab my non-existent keys from the bowl by the door. Your brain doesn't argue with physical rituals, it accepts them as fact. Try this tonight. Set 2 alarms. When the first rings, get up and walk to your closet like you're choosing between your luxury wardrobe. When the second sounds, act shocked that your dream car isn't parked outside. These aren't affirmations, they're rehearsals your subconscious can't fact-check. The biggest obstacle, your nostalgia for struggle. When things start flowing, part of you will miss the old drama. That's when most people self-sabotage. Beat this by creating proof logs. At day's end, list 3 things that went suspiciously right, even if it's just finding a perfect parking spot. Your mind will start collecting evidence to match. Success looks boring before it looks miraculous. The person who manifested $10K didn't see fireworks. They noticed their shoulders relaxed when checking their account. Your turn. What mundane action can you start doing today that your future self does without thinking? Do it now like it's already habitual. Here, that's what changes when you start living from the end. Your mornings begin with deja vu, not because you've dreamed about success, but because you've it so thoroughly that reality has no choice but to match. Picture this. Your hands don't shake when you check your bank account anymore. Your ex's name doesn't even cross your mind. That promotion. It feels overdue, not unbelievable. But here's the catch. This only happens if you stop treating manifestation like a lottery and start treating it like muscle memory. The version of you watching this already knows how this ends. The question is, will you let them take the wheel? Hit subscribe. Let's go.